The economy, high drug prices, fighting crime, all key topics in the president's State of the Union address tonight.
And all are on the top of minds for Coloradans. The president highlighted inflation and a report today showing that it is starting to ease. He also talked about solutions for some of the biggest problems in our country, including the fentanyl crisis, which has hit Colorado hard. The president wants to try and stop that drug from getting into the country.
So let's launch a major surge to stop fentanyl production and the sale and trafficking with more drug detection machines, inspection cargo, stop pills and powder at the border. Working with couriers like FedEx to inspect more packages for drugs. Strong penalties to crack down on fentanyl trafficking.
Political specialist Sean Boyd is here now. Sean, fighting crime, fighting fentanyl, just two of the topics that was able to get, bipartisan support tonight.
And crime is something that affects all of us, regardless of party affiliation. And Colorado has one of the fastest growing crime rates in the country. The president highlighted the horrific police beating in Memphis recently, mass shootings and deaths from fentanyl, while making a case for criminal justice reforms.
Public safety depends on public trust, as all of us know. But too often that trust is violated.
It was the most emotional moment of the night as President Biden recognized the parents of Tyre Nichols, a black man beaten to death by Memphis police. Members of Congress stood in applause. While Nichols' mother thanked them, Biden insisted she deserved much more.
There's no words to describe the heartache or grief of losing a child. But imagine if you lost that child at the hands of the law. Here's what Tyree's mother shared with me when I spoke to her. When I asked her how she finds the courage to carry on and speak out. With the faith of God, she said her son was, quote, a beautiful soul, and something good will come of this.
Passing the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act, he says, would be a start.
I know most cops and their families are good, decent, honorable people, the vast majority. But what happened to Tyre in Memphis happens too often. We have to do better. Give law enforcement the real training they need. Hold them to higher standards.
Public safety, a key component of the State of the Union. In the audience were victims of violent crime from Colorado. Joe Neguse brought a Boulder woman whose husband was killed in the King Super shooting. Jason Crow, the Colorado Springs man who disarmed the Club Q shooter.
Ban assault weapons now. Ban them now.
The president called for more gun control, more mental health and substance abuse treatment providers, and more resources to stop the flow of fentanyl into the country.
Fentanyl is killing more than 70,000 Americans a year.
Republicans suggested his efforts to secure the border come too little too late, but the president focused on the future.
Let's commit ourselves to make the words of Tyler's mom true. Something good must come from this.
The president says in the end, we all want the same thing, safer neighborhoods, equal protection under the law. How that message resonates with Republicans who control the House remains to be seen. But based on what we saw tonight, there appears to be growing support on both sides of the aisle for some measure of police reform. And of course, a crackdown on drug smuggling.
Absolutely. Sean, thanks.